Gentlemen, greetings and welcome back to another episode. Today I'm going to talk to you all about why breaking up is hard to do, especially if you have responsibilities together. Fellas, I've had quite a few people reach out to me, especially recently, and tell me about the fact that they're going through issues in their relationship, but they have kids together, or they're married, or they live together, etc. And that adds a whole new element of difficulties when it comes to a breakup or a split up. And I get it, I understand. But at the end of the day, the same rules, the same principles still apply. Some of you guys, you got to start being more selfish. You have to put yourself first, the same way that these women do. You see, when it comes down to making a decision on to whether or not they're going to stay with you, 9 times out of 10, they're not thinking about your feelings. They're not worried about how you feel or what you're going to think. Sometimes they are, but at the end of the day, they're going to do what's best for them. And you need to do the same. This is why oftentimes, when a woman is ready to leave you, she leaves, she takes the kids, she comes after all you have, etc., etc. Because she doesn't care about how you feel. Because if she did, she probably wouldn't be trying to take everything away from you. It's that simple. And I'm not saying that you should be you're vengeful or spiteful or try to take things away from her. But what I am saying is that your mindset, your mentality has to be self-centered and self-focused. So, fellas, if you have kids with this girl and, you guys are going through a split up, you cannot stay in a situation that's toxic or with a person who's no good for you simply because you have kids together. You have kids together and you had kids with someone who's crazy, who's off her rocker, who's mentally unstable, etc. That's your own fault. You're going to have to, lie in the bed that you made. But the only thing you can do moving forward is to try to be better for the next situation and next circumstance. This is why the vetting process is so important, fellas. Do not slip up. Stop having unprotected you-know-what with women who don't really have it all going on upstairs. Okay, we have to be more responsible with where we spread seed. And I get it that, people can change over time and people can show you sides of themselves that you didn't really see towards the beginning. But I also know that a lot of you all jump into full-blown, committed, monogamous relationships after 6 fucking weeks. And fellas, that's a problem. That is a huge problem. That is no good. That is no bueno. That is too soon to be committing yourself to anyone. You don't even know this person. So then when shit hits the fan, a year or two down the road, 3, 4, 5 years down the road, and now she's leaving and she's trying to take the kids, and your whole situation is crushed, and there's nothing you can do. And some of you all, you choose to stay in a situation like this simply because of the kids. But fellas, again, do you want to live a life of misery and chaos and heartache simply because you have kids? Well, fellas, I'll tell you what. I don't have kids, but if I did, I wouldn't be staying with a woman just because I had them. I'd rather be a co-parent. I'll co-parent from afar. I'll see my kids on the weekends, whatever it is. However we have to do this. But my mental peace and clarity is far more important to me than staying in a toxic relationship, fellas. So if you ask me, hey, Shaun, what do I do, bro? Like, you don't get it. You don't understand. We have kids, bro. We have kids. Well, work around it. Work around it, or stay fucking miserable. Stay unhappy with a person who no longer suits you. Does that sound like a happy life? Does that sound fun, coming home and just dreading your situation every day just because of these kids? At the end of the day, you're a man. Are you taking care of your kids financially? Are you supporting them? Are you supporting their dreams? Are you there for them? Then that's all that matters. Your job is to protect and provide, not stay in a toxic relationship with a woman just because y'all have kids together. Okay? That is what your job is as a man. Are you holding it down? Do those kids have everything they need? Then you have nothing to feel bad about. You have nothing to feel bad about. But personally, I would rather be alone than be in a toxic situation. And a lot of these women think that, just because you don't want to be with them anymore, that means you want to be with someone else. And no, baby girl, that's not the case. Just because I don't want to be with you doesn't mean I want to be locked down to somebody else. That just means I value my peace, serenity, freedom, and just mental clarity more than I value any relationship. And that's how it should always be. So again, fellas, the rules don't change. The plan doesn't change. Yes, we want the women who want us. So if this girl is acting up, if she cheated on you, if she left you, if she doesn't want to be with you, if she's trying to take the kids away, hey, farewell, baby girl. Farewell. Bon voyage. I'll see you on the flip side, and we can co-parent these kids from a distance. And it just is what it is. What else can you do? But there's far too many examples of guys staying around in situations that no longer serve them, simply because they're trying to keep their family together. And I get it, fellas. That's very noble. That's very brave. That's you're trying to be a stand-up guy. I get it. But in certain instances, she simply doesn't want you anymore. So what are you going to do about it? You have no choice but to move on. You cannot force someone to want to be with you. You cannot force someone to want to talk to you. You cannot force someone to stay. So let her go and wish her well. And then someone better will eventually come into your life when you leave space, when you leave things open for that type of situation to thrive. Nowadays, there's all kind of blended families. Okay, this is 2024. I know you may have all kind of insecurities about being a single dad and getting back out in the dating game, but who cares, man? Listen, it is what it is. You're a single dad, okay, you might have to go find you a single mom and find you a little Brady Bunch. Okay, go get you a little Brady Bunch, and you have your kids, she has her kids, y'all combine, you have one big happy family. I would rather have you be in a situation like that with a woman who holds you down, who is there for you, who isn't trying to leave, who stands by your side no matter what. I know it's rare these days, but it is possible to find a good woman in your life. It's possible. But you need to make sure you are going after a woman with some type of standards and morals about herself, preferably a woman who has faith of some sort, and not one of these scallywag, booger bear, Ren and Stimpy, dusty, crusty assholes that, is just being ran through by the whole football team. Obviously, you're not trying to wife up a woman like that. And if you do, then, that's at your own risk. Don't come on the internet crying about how, these women are this and these women are that, when at the end of the day, you chose her. You chose her. Step your game up. Step your vetting process up. Focus on the internal. Improve yourself so that you absorb and you attract the kind of women that you really want to be with. And stop bitching and moaning and complaining. And if the situation is serving you, if this is somebody you really want to be with, hey, you can wish and hope and pray and wish on a shining star that she comes back and she wants to be with you, and y'all can have one big happy family. That's totally fine. You can hope and wish for that, but Again, you cannot force someone to be with you. Love is free. You have to allow that person to be and feel free. You have to allow that person to come to you when they are ready. And this is what many people get wrong. Many people act like love is something that's like a possession, something possessive. You want to try to control and track what this person does. You're letting another person's actions dictate and determine how you feel on the inside. When at the end of the day, no matter what another person does, that should never affect how you feel on the inside about yourself and about what you're doing. They're going to make whatever decision they make, and you have to be okay with that. But can you be okay with the decisions you make? Kids or no kids, family or no family, the rules don't change. We want the women who want us. And if she doesn't want us, that's totally cool, baby girl. But this bus is going to keep on rolling downhill. This bus is going to keep on rolling. And if you want to hop on, come on aboard. And if you don't, you're going to have to catch us at the next stop. Because we're not stopping or slowing down for anything. So remember, fellas, you are the prize. Continue to work on yourself day in and day out. And guys, if you found any value in this video, please, fellas, like the video, comment down below. Come pledge to my Patreon. Link is in the description. And fellas, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.
I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh.